guys are pumped. It's a good crowd. So yeah, like mentioned, I'm new to this. I'm an Indigenous comedian from Prince George. I just started putting myself out there, and this has happened very fast. So thanks for having me. So yeah, I'm born and raised in Prince George. I've never lived anywhere else. Thanks, guys. The only other place that I did spend some time was in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Whoa. I went there for 2 months for school. That was a fucking upgrade. They sent me right to Portage in Maine. I don't know if you ever been there, but just imagine PG times like a million. It's rough. When I was in Winnipeg, I went to the Dollarama, and I got in there and I was like, whoa, the Dollarama's got security, okay. And then I was like, whoa, shit, he's wearing a bulletproof vest. And the security guard's like, this isn't for bullets. This is in case someone tries to stab me. Okay, cool, Winnipeg, cool. So yeah, a few other PG facts about myself. I have 2 baby daddies. I was also a teen mom. Thank you.
Shout out to teen moms.
I have this friend, and she's lived and traveled all over the world and dated guys in different countries. And she's like, "What's it like being from Prince George? Do you ever have 2 ex-boyfriends that are crossing paths in the same room at the same time?" I was like, "Oh fuck, I've slept with 3 dudes on my baseball team." And she's like, "That's not really what I meant." And I was like, no, it's not like that. 2 of them are my baby daddies, and the 3rd one was a failed Plenty of Fish date. And I was like, fuck, I'm from Prince George. So yeah, like I said, I was born and raised in Prince George. I'm also 3rd generation raised by a single mom. Has anyone seen this show Chopped on the Food Network? You know what it's about? Okay. I feel like I'd be really good at that show. I've been training my whole life to be on Chopped, because growing up, the cupboards of a single parent was always just a chunk of meatloaf, elbow macaroni, and an onion. Yeah, so I would go on Chopped, and they would give an ingredient basket, and all the other contestants would go up and be like, "Today I've made for you a deconstructed risotto, whatever the fuck." And the judges would be like, "Oh, okay, what about you, Sarah? What have you constructed for us today?" "Hangover soup." Hangover soup! And for those of you who don't know what hangover soup is, it's when your parents don't have grocery money for 2 weeks, they just fucking throw everything into the fridge, into a pot, cook it for 4 hours, and that's all you eat for 10 days. And then the judges would be like, "Oh, well, where does the name come from?" "Well, Giada, it's pretty fucking self-explanatory. Hangover soup." Sorry guys, I got my teeth notes here. My last joke here. So I recently discovered that in 2022, Loblaws, aka Superstore, raked in profits in the billions. Right? These motherfuckers have us paying for our own bags, checking out our own groceries, and paying $7 for fucking lettuce. I don't know how they got away with that. And the worst part of that is thinking there's a group of CEOs somewhere in a room, they're all high-fiving each other yay, we fucking did it! And I'm like, we can't even afford to eat right now. I'm glad you're excited about that. So I don't feel bad for what I'm about to tell you next.
It's gonna be good.
Every time I go to the grocery store, and I'm like, fuck, it's so expensive here. But then I see they have self-checkout, I'm like, it just got a lot fucking cheaper. Don't lie to me, you've all done that, okay? I'll share with you my little cheat code that I have. So, anytime I buy produce from Superstore, I'm just checking out my own groceries. I don't have time to remember produce codes. Everything is just a fucking banana. 4011. $50 worth of pistachios, bananas. Potatoes, bananas. The cherry on top of the cake, though, for that one for me is that every time I go, I swipe my PC Optimum card, and then every week I load my offers, and they're like, you buy a lot of bananas. Here, redeem 400 points for every $1 spent on bananas. Double whammy. So, like I mentioned, I'm Indigenous. I don't know if you noticed, I don't have an ass either. Whenever they're like, natives don't work, I'm like, I've obviously worked my ass off, okay? So, on a serious note though, my mom was a 60s scoop baby. That's kind of depressing, so we're gonna keep it light. But we didn't know we were Native until like my mom was in her 40s, and I don't know how we fucking missed it because the first sign that I knew that I was I might not be as white as I thought I was hanging out with my girlfriends in high school, and they all wanted to get white girl wasted. I was like, they would be 3 shots of whiskey in, like, this is so much fun, I love my life. I'm 3 shots in, I'm like, you want to fucking fight? I'll fuck you up. That was the first sign. I was like, okay, I think there's something going on here. The last, I know I said I had the last joke, but I remembered one more, so I'm gonna hit you while we're on. Father found her when she was 42 years old, and he had phoned her up, and this is in the 2000s. He says, I'm going to email you a picture so you can see what I look like. And my mom's like, oh my God, I'm so nervous, like I'm going to see a picture of my dad, this is crazy. So we're loading it on the internet, and this is like dial-up shit, so like it's like pixelating, and then a little bit more, and we're like, then, like, after a few minutes, there's this image of this man on the screen, my mom's dad. And she goes, holy fuck, he's an Indian. I'm like, yes, Mom, that's correct. Thank you guys, that's my time.